starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black 5.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Check it back, check it back.
Corner.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Forced out to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Now!
Motion. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Following the fumble recovery. Bentley, rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Sponge.
Hey. Deep grip.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Yes.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Deuce.
Yep. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Cook. Still going.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Let's go now. 15 line.
54. There's a party now.
Five.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
22 jet bomber.
Mike, I'm coming.
Get it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Down. 18 Gator. Watch the screen. 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 Check 9. Look at me. Zipper. Ready.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Roethlisberger will throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Easy. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, D. Slam. Snap.
On the ground, it's Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Bentley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Set. Block 80.
Check, 59. Watch the backer.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Delta.
Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, exit.
40, alert. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Back to throw. Bentley fighting to stay upright. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Like 80. Snickers, got to spin. Like a
On 1st down, Connor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And Walker has it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Connor, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey! I got motion. Let's go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Bentley. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Twist, watch the twist. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Bentley. He's got Smith here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Hey, eat. All day, dog.
Hey, Echo. Go.
55, Mike 55.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
Now.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's go, D. Big series.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Who that? Who that? Check 24, check 24.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Mike. 180. Quarter.
Squeeze, double.
He's Snickers.
Crash.
Block it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down.
Hey.
Buzz. Be ready.
Block it. Turn.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Check 59. Let's go. Joker.
On the draw, Connor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Connor, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punch from
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. To throw on second down. Bentley. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Let's go. 30 base.
5, 5, 5.
Know your job. Let's go.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Wild now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Start. Like 30. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Show that best release and go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. Past the 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Monarch 7. Jason Sanders sets to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Right there, 54 miles. Here we go. Hey. Nice.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
30, 50, 77.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Operating from the gun. Bentley. Complete. Smith has it. And some room to work. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Bang, 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 bang. 6-6, pull it high.
He's coming. We got double up.
Let go.
From the gun, Bentley. That'll be complete to Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
That's the score. Vikings 49, Monarchs 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
60 outlaw. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.